Get a plan. Osco, that might whoa. Low. Got string on yo-yo. She post up her MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't favor. Say amen. Yeah. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. Win it, we gonna. Gonna.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Seahawks are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Texans, who will be testing that coverage.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go!
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, Watson. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Malik McDowell in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? taking the give. Now Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielding just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodriguez. And he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down at the 28. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Watson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. To throw on 2nd is Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Malik McDowell in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 53 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. back to CenturyLink Field after this. On first down, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there?
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Wilson off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st down, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Malik McDowell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Malik McDowell in there for a milestone sack, number 150 in his great career as he continues to climb the all-time leaderboard. Third and long, it's Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And it's taken in at the 9. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. In motion left goes a tight end. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. And
brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Throwing on third and long. Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Stocker's got it. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete here on third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Jeff Locke now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Back now in Seattle, Washington. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go. What? None. What? None.
On second down, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bradley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down.
Let's go.
Watson off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Bradley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Rolling to his left. And some room to work. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now they try the right side here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Throwing now, Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go.
In motion right is Hopkins. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Flex round. Flex round.
Now Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. And out now come the Seahawks. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And Watson's going to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice. Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly. Yep, 2-score game. Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion. What's that? It wasn't an interception. Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Malik McDowell in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Watson going deep for Hopkins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it? It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they thought. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46, and that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing. You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done. So for Houston, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.